Hello, this is a heat load calculation 14D. We're on step 2, the R value correction WIF, which is the line 4, 5, 6, and 7 right here. And like I said, this is, of course, Worksheet G for the Vatilo house, Birmingham, Alabama, that runs in unconditioned spaces. We just completed the heat loss factor, sensible gain, and latent gain up on the top there. So now we're going to work our way over here on the existing construction. We're going to do it, and we're also going to do the improved construction where we changed it from R4 up to R8 insulation, and this was unsealed, and this would be sealed of average tightness, and we're going to see the difference in between these two right here. For heat loss, like I said, this will be the first one. You're going to go to table 7AE. Remember, this blue one is the uncorrected, and I have a red one that is corrected. So this will be for the R8 values. This will be for the R4 values. So this is the original construction based on what we had. So the first thing it asks for is this part right here on this side over here. It is the R value correction heat loss. We had R4 insulation, so 1.39. Okay. Next will be the sensible gain WIF, which is right here. Sensible gain WIF, this table right here in the middle. R4 insulation again, 1.37. There we go. And next step is over here, and it's kind of in an unusual place, but like I said, this is what you're going to do right here. So line 1 factor times line 4 factor. Now something that's important to notice about this is, like I said, it goes both ways. They put these in the middle just to show you that, hey, do this for both sides, just like this. So these ones that you see down through the middle here, we'll kind of make note of them and everything, but this is how you solve for line 6. Line 6 was line 1 factor, which is the 0.85. So we take our calculator out, 0.085 times line 4 adjustment. So line 4 is right here, times 1.39, and we get this pretty big number right here. And as always on my calculation, we're going to round this up to the thousand. So even if that rounded up to 2, this is still going to be 8. So we're going to put 0.118. There we go. Now the next step is right here. And of course, both of these will be on both sides. So the line 2 factor, which is our sensible gain, the 0.129. 0.129 times line 5 adjustment, which is 1.37. 37 equals this number here, so this will round up to 7, so 0.177. 0.177. There we go. Okay, that's got our uncorrected. This is the existing construction. Now we're just going to do the same over here for this side, except we're going to use a R8 value with a leakage of 0.124. So we'll go to our chart here. It's the same chart. I just created 2 of them so that way I'd have one for the R8 and one for this one. So our first line here, right here, like I said, it's going to be this first table here, our heat loss. Tells you right there the heat loss, and then the sensible gain one. So we'll do heat loss and the sensible gain one. So my heat loss for R8 insulation is going to be 0.86. 0.86. And the sensible gain is going to be 0.86 as well. 0.86. Okay, now all we have to do is do the same as we did over here. We're going to do like we did on that line there. We're going to do the same on this line here. So line 1 factor, which is 0.85 times 0.86. 0.085 times 0.86, and we get a correction factor of 0.073. And like I said, we're going to round to the thousandths on all these. Oops, I put that in the wrong spot. Let me put that down here. Just swap them. Not a problem. There we go. And we'll put this back to 0.86. There we go. Adjust it correctly. There we go. Alright. Our final one here is line 2 factor. So 0.129 right here. And then we're going to multiply it by the line 5 adjustment factor, and this is line 5 here. Remember, line 5 runs all the way across through here. So just like this right here, I recommend a straight edge. You can just put a straight edge across through there if you're having a problem with it. But we're going to multiply this times 0.86 again. And we get, that's going to round up to 1, so 0.111. There we go. So that's got our R value correction factor or WIF for this. Like I said, so this was the R4 and this is the R8. So you can see the difference already in the numbers right there, just the lowering of the numbers as they get less and less, and that's going to be less BTUs we actually need. Alright, next part is going to be the leakage correction factor. Pretty much same kind of setup. We're going to go back to the uncorrected first. So we go to the uncorrected first. And this is our leakage correction factor. LCF right there, LCF right there, LCF right there. So we're going to use 1, 2, 3 tables. And of course we're going to go R4 with 0.35, 0.37 because that is our actual leakage. So we're using R4 insulation. Our leakage was 0.35 and 0.70. That's our leakage on our supply and return. So where these two intersect, that's going to be our number right there, 1.80. So for line number 8, 1.80, and I'll put 2 zeros there because I got 3 digits up here to try to keep everything more neat and clean. Next, same thing, we're going to go R4 and 0.35 and divided by 0.70. So we get 1.83. 830. And then finally the latent gain adjustment. That's going to be this table over here. Like I said, just look at wherever your leakage rate is. Ours was 0.35 and 0.70, so 4.42. Okay. And now all we have to do is just like we did before, we're just going to follow these lines right here and work our way down through them. Okay, so it says the line 6 factor, so that's this up here, 0.118 times the line 8 adjustment. So our line 8 adjustment is right here. So this number here times that number right there. So we got 0.118 times our line 8 adjustment, which is the 1.800, and we get this number right here. And of course we'll round to the thousandths again, 0.212. Okay, next one will be this one right here. So we're going to go line 7 factor, so this number right here, 0.177 times, and line John adjustment, so 1.830. And we get this big number here, so we're going to round this, so that rounds up to 4, so put that back up there so we can see it, 0.324. Okay. And then our final adjustment down here, just follow what the line says. It says line 3 value. So line 3 is this up here, 2. Go ahead and put that in there, 232 times 1.4 times line 10 adjustment. So my line 10 adjustment is right here, 4.42. Look at this big, large number here, 1,000. Slide this over just a hair there so we can see it. 1,026 point, and we're going to round that up to 9, so 059. There we go. Okay. Now all we have to do is do the same over here on the other side, just for our corrected. So we're going to go to our corrected chart now. Pull that up. There we go. So I got the corrected and uncorrected here. Trying to slide these where I can easily tab them right there. Okay. So for line 8, we're going to go to right here. And like I said, we got our new leakage rate is 0.12 and 0.24. That's our sealed. So 1, because we got R8, so these two meet. So we got 1 there and 1 there. So line 8 and line 9 is going to be 1.00. Okay. Now latent gain, like I said, 10. So we're going to go back to our chart. Once again, whatever your leakage rate is, this is our leakage rate, and once again, it is 1 as well. Okay, now we just do what the middle line says here. So line 6, so we're going to use these numbers over here. Let's just move this out of the way so we don't get confused on it. We're over here, so like I said, line 6 factor, which is this one right here, all the way across over here, so 0.073 times line 8 adjustment, 1. And of course, it ends up being the same number as it was before. Okay, and you can kind of see how this is going to go. Like I said, all 3 of these have 1 because they're sealed, so they're getting your average adjustment. So whatever these line factors are, basically you're going to end up just putting them in these numbers right here. So line 7, whatever we got on line 7, we can copy that and paste it right down there, because that times 1 still equals the same thing. Did copy it. There we go. There we go. Alright, and then line 3 value, which is up here. Copy that. And bring it down here. And there you go. Like I said, and that has your step 2 and step 3 of your leakage done. Like I said, the next thing we're going to do will be surface area adjustment, where we have to look at the duct work and see how much is installed, and either the penalties you'll have for having excessive amounts of it, or breaks you'll get from being under it.